So I would like to show you today an example how we use one activity in Moodle that is called activity, in English it's called activity completion, that we use to monitor student or visualize student progress in a course. And the course we teach or we use this in is a course for medical students and health science students in the first semester. It's a course with around 400 students, and the course runs in a flipped classroom format, which is structured in a way that we have 50% of the time dedicated for lectures and 30% self-study. And there is also some other activities like group work or midterms that students do on Moodle in that course. And also the specific thing about the course is that the students can earn bonus points. So depending on how they work in the course, they can earn points for the different activities that we offer to them. And if they have collected a certain amount of points, they can get additional 2.5 plus in their grade in the basic exam for that lecture. So the students are, of course, informed about all these important issues that are related to that course, that this is a specific course in a different format, and all the information can basically be found on Moodle. Just need to zoom in here quickly so that you can see. Okay. So I will show with you how the Moodle page looks like and what the students can see. I think it's maybe a little bit small. I'll zoom a bit in. Can you see the Moodle page? Well, okay, great. So this is the Moodle page for that course. Students have all the information that is related to the course here. They have the information here. They see already before the course starts how the schedule is, how much time is dedicated to self-study, when is the lecture, when is the group work, which is another important point in that course. And to monitor now what the students are doing or when the students are doing what, and also, of course, for the students to monitor their progress, we use this activity completion module in Moodle. To do that, the course has to be set at the beginning to be able to allow completion tracking. So you would have to activate completion tracking at the beginning for the entire course. And then you can use the modules that I will show you now. So each activity that the students do here is kind of is set with a completion requirement, and this depends on the activity. And I'll show you what is possible to do here. I'll go in one of those that are still open. For example, we use this module lesson, we have quizzes, and we also use the module exercise or Aufgabe and assignment. And all these different modules in Moodle have different possibilities to set the completion requirement. For example, when we go to the quiz, you can set the settings such that the students must receive a grade. It has to receive a passing grade. You can also set the minimum number of attempts you would like the students to do. And so you can choose here your conditions when you would like to show this activity as completed. You may also use here, students can manually mark the activity as completed if you want to use that to make students go through the activities and mark themselves. Or you choose any of those possible settings to mark the activity as completed. There are also other options you can use in the lesson. There's also the possibility that you can define the time spent on the activity, or they have to get a certain grade. And for the activity assignment, you can also, for example, set a passing grade, or that students can only pass this one when they have submitted something. So there are really different possibilities how you can use this activity completion, depending on what you want to achieve with the different activities. So for the lecturer, I will show you first the lecture view, because this is easy. I'm already in the lecturer view. For the lecturer, it's really a nice tool to very quickly track, see where students are, how they have progressed in the course, on one hand time-wise, but also on the grades or on the progress-wise. So when you go to the course, you can easily see how the students work in that course. If you go to the report of the activity completion, you see for all the different students where they have what they have already done, where they maybe lag behind, where they maybe didn't complete an activity or did not pass this completion. And you can easily see where your students are and whether they are still on track. Of course, you can also, if you want to look at the grades, you can also see for each student, for each of the activity, how they have performed. You can see the average, so you can also find out which activities have been maybe more difficult for the students on a very easy, in a very easy way. And you can take up those activities, maybe look through them, see what have been the most difficult questions and answers, and then discuss this later in the lecture. So you get a very clean, very easy overview about the activities that have been done in that course. For the students, I need to log in as a student first, which may take some time. I'll show you how it looks from the student side. So now I'm logged in as the dummy student, and as a dummy student, I can see easily which activities my teacher has tracked with an activity completion. I see this by this little box here that is either left out if I didn't do it, that is ticked with a green tick or with a red cross, depending on whether I have completed this activity appropriately. So I can go through, and for this student, for example, he has done this activity in time, and he has also completed it according to the criteria that have been put, whereas this one he has not completed in time, or maybe he has not completed as the requirements have done. So the student sees immediately what he has or she has done, what is still to be done, and where he maybe can go again to improve, if possible, to go from the red cross to a green tick. The student can see this directly here on the Moodle page, what is left to do, but the student can also see his grades. Let me put this to English. Student can also easily see the grades. So when he goes to grades, he or she will see the different activities. He can see how he has performed here, how many % he has done. And if the teacher wants, he could also show the average of the whole course, which I don't do here, but this could also be possible so that students can compare their own progress with the one of the whole course. So all in all, I think this is a really nice and easy tool that is helpful both for the students to quickly see where they are and what they still need to do, but also for the teacher to get an easy overview on the student progress in the course. Okay, so I think this is all I wanted to show you